Case file, The Dustwalkers. Entry 10. Observer 1598966-920. Location, the Ashen College and the Central Hub. Subject, Target Alpha. Helen. New assets, unidentified. Day 4, early morning. The departure. The cat is gone. Target Delta, Arthur, vanished during the downtime. No note, no goodbye, just an empty bedroll and a lack of paw prints. Smartest thing he's done since I started trailing them. He took his 9 lives and cashed out while he still had a few left. The rest of the group didn't mourn. They just looted the catacombs for mementos, stripping the dead of their last dignity, and moved on. Day 4, the Ashen College. They climbed out of the dark and into something that smelled of ozone and dry parchment. The Ashen College, a place of learning, now a mausoleum of forgotten spells. In a cavernous offshoot, they found 2 whelps, Wallace and Gromit, young magic users, terrified, trying to patch a flickering ward with shaking hands. They looked at the party like they were seeing ghosts. When they realized the group wasn't there to eat them, they led them up. Day 4. The Ivory Tower. Lore Master Albert. He sat in an upper chamber, surrounded by books that would crumble if you breathed on them too hard. He had that look in his eye, the look of a man who values paper more than people. He gave them a job, a retrieval, something stolen. He even provided some muscle to ensure it got done. 2 new faces joined the ranks. I'll call them Target Echo and Target Foxtrot for now. Fresh meat for the grinder. The turnover rate in this group is alarming. Day 4, the retrieval. Back down into the dark. It didn't take a detective to find the thief. He was hiding in a sarcophagus. Or he had been. Now he was just another corpse in a box. Trapped. Starved. Helen, ever the conversationalist, used her gifts. She spoke to the dead man. The thief's spirit was frantic, warning them. Don't take it back. Leave it. It's cursed. Advice from the grave is usually sound. They ignored it. They found the relic. It looked innocuous enough. Then Helen tapped it. Day 4. The Mana Surge. The relic wasn't just a trinket. It was a weapon. It activated instantly. A beam of pure, concentrated mana shot straight into Helen's chest. I saw the air ripple. She flew backwards, smoking. Then the fight started. Not against a beast, but against the object itself. It floated, it spun, it fired. It was absurd and terrifying. The room lit up with chaotic energy. The new recruits were scrambling, trying to hit a target that had no blood to spill. It did more damage in 30 seconds than the cultists did in 10 minutes. Eventually, they battered it into submission. A deactivated paperweight. They hauled it back to Albert. He paid them a hefty sum. They took the coin, ignored the warnings of the dead thief, and slept in the dorms. Mercenaries to the core. Day 5. The hub. Rested and richer, they moved to the central hub near the forge base. The atmosphere had shifted. It wasn't just survival anymore, it was politics. A crowd had gathered. Scavengers, remnants of factions, the desperate and the dying. In the center, a priestly figure stood on a crate. He was foaming at the mouth, preaching the gospel of the Ark. He had bought into the hysteria. "Cast them down!" he screamed, pointing at a group of corrupted individuals huddled in chains. "Feed the city! Pay the rent!" He wanted to throw them off the cliff to appease the beast below. Mob justice. The crowd was swaying, eyes wide with fear and bloodlust. It's easy to control people when they're terrified. Day 5. The verdict. The party stepped in. I expected them to walk away. They're killers, not saints. But they pushed through the crowd. They debated the priest. They used logic, charisma, and the underlying threat of violence to cool the room down. They turned the mob. The call for sacrifice died in their throats. The corrupted were spared. Mercy, in a place like this? It's a dangerous precedent. It makes you look soft. Day 5. The loose end. As the crowd dispersed, the past came back to haunt them. Helen was leaving the square when she locked eyes with a man in the shadows. He froze. I recognized the insignia, Iron Brotherhood, an informant. He was at the forge. He saw what they did to his comrades. He saw the slaughter. He opened his mouth to shout, to alert the guards, to bring the whole garrison down on their heads. Helen was faster. She didn't draw a dagger. She drew a purse. She stepped into his space, eyes cold, and pressed the coin into his hand. "Payment," she whispered, "for your silence." The man looked at the gold. He looked at Helen. He looked at the sword on her hip. He took the money and vanished into the alley. I scribbled in my notebook, "Target Alpha understands leverage. Everyone has a price. But a bribed man is only loyal until the gold runs out." They are walking a razor's edge. The Brotherhood knows, the cult knows, and the city is waking up.